Welcome back to another Mercs Legion War Recap video. You know, I always try to stay positive in all of our video recaps, but this time I'm going to let out a little steam and I hope you don't mind. It's time for a little rant. But what I can't stand are people who sign up for a war clan and then give up on war in the middle of their attack. This clan works very hard to master 3-star attack strategies. Are we perfect? No, not yet. Do we aim for 3 stars on every attack? Yes. Sometimes things don't go as planned, such as your hogs and loons don't path as you had planned, you just missed the CC and a archer queen kill, or you just didn't get that final 1%. Do you quit? No. I had an attack that failed on the clan castle and archer queen kill, but pushed ahead and it actually ended up as a 3-star a few wars back. If the beginning of your attack fails, chalk it up to experience and finish the attack. Don't quit 27 seconds into your attack. That helps nobody. We lost this war, not by total percent destroyed, but by 1 star. I'm kicking myself because I personally had a 99% attack. That means that someone else had to come down and clean up my 1% that I left and was one attack that should have been used somewhere else instead. Am I blaming myself for losing this war for the clan? No, because it's a full team effort. You win as a team and you lose as a team. However, there are parts of war that you do have control of, and that would be finishing your attack. If you are only going to get 2 stars, and you know that based on the number of troops remaining, but you still have a couple of cleanup troops out on the field attacking, go ahead and let them finish until the time runs out or until they die. The extra 2 buildings they take down could mean the difference between a tie game total percent destruction. It could also mean the difference between getting 1 star and 2 stars. Bottom line, finish your attack, don't quit early, and push yourself not to settle for 99%. Okay, enough of my soapbox. I have a couple of awesome attacks to show y'all today, so let's get into it. This base here is very popular as I've seen it online, and I've seen it called many different things. I've seen it called circles, 4 circles, crop circles, diamond circles, and several others. For the sake of simplicity, I'm simply going to call this one the quad compartment because there is 1 large in the middle surrounded by 4 larger compartments. So, what's ironic also is that there's another base in the same clan that has almost the same style of setup but with a few tweaks. With a very symmetrical base like this, the side you come in from doesn't really matter except that you look at where the barbarian king is and how strong the walls are in the compartments you are starting in. What I love about how Yacob did this attack is he did a perfect job of creating that funnel so that every single one of his troops went into the base. This base design is just screaming for a go wipe because of the 5 large compartments. Also, the 4 circle compartments are 75% accessible from the core of this base. This allows the tanking troops to draw fire and your wizards to shoot over the walls and pick off the defenses in the quad compartments. In my opinion, this is a major base flaw. Another reason I recommend not using net bases. 1, they are designed to look pretty. Are they functional? Somewhat. Have people 3-starred them? Most likely. So get online, do your research, and find out if it's 3-starred already. This next one we're going to show you is another base that's a variation of the same design. This base is essentially the same as the 4 compartment base that you just saw because it has the 4 large compartments around the core, but it's designed to be tougher against go wipe because of the division of the central core into 5 smaller compartments. Typically, go wipe is great at a Town Hall 8 with 8 or less compartments. It's doable with 9 to 11 compartments, but you need to make sure you have max Town Hall 8 troops, a max Barbarian King, and a clan castle with a max P.E.K.K.A. in it. Zach knew this and chose to take his attack to the skies and use the Dragon Barbecue. Air attacks don't care much about the number of compartments you have. Air attacks do care about where the air defenses are and how quickly and efficiently you can take them out. Another benefit of using the BBQ on this attack is because the BBQ not only hits not just the air defense, but it hits 5 other buildings around it, including the town hall. Even a few hit points on a structure can mean the difference on how long your troops stay on a building. So, when looking at whether to go wipe a base or dragon it, look at the number of compartments and the strength of your troops. Also take into account your experience with the army against that style of base. If you are proficient with dragons, then start using go wipe on open and few compartment style bases. The more comfortable you get with Go Wipe, the more compartments you can take on. This next attack is off my second account, and I want to show you just how important pre-healing is during a hog attack. I had a little trouble getting this clan castle lure on the base. I was positive that a hog on the southernmost archer tower would do the trick. Nope, I was wrong. Literally just pixels away from triggering the lure. Did I give up and quit because the attack didn't start as planned? No. Plan B, get to the mortar. Try 2, fail. Try 3, fail. All I gotta do is get right in between that to the mortar to get this clan castle lure. So try 4, nailed it! In the process of trying to get this clan castle lure, I was able to set off one of the spring traps, and I got one of the skeleton traps triggered as well. The next task was to take care of these pesky clan castle troops that I worked so hard to finally get out. Pulling them over to the side, you have to get them grouped up because it's not just one dragon. One thing you should do is always count the number of troops that came out of the clan castle. Make sure you know how many troop space is in that clan castle, and then count the troops as they come out. You don't want to think you've pulled the whole clan castle and then get stuck with, in this case, a random balloon in the back. So count, look for it, and make sure you take it out efficiently. Once all the clan castle troops were grouped together, poisoned, and dealt with, I was then able to send in the hogs. After seeing the first Tesla pop in the core, I was able to look at how symmetrical the base was and could safely assume that there was a giant bomb behind it and that this would be the same on the opposite side of the town hall. Once the hogs started to engage the Tesla, I pre-healed the area where I thought the giant bomb would be, so that way when they moved from the Tesla, they'd already be healed before encountering the bomb. Copy this same idea on the other side of the base, and you were able to pre-heal places that the bombs could be. With the last Tesla popped, you're able to assume that the last giant bomb is in the top part of the base, so you drop your last heal spell, pre-heal, hogs go over the bomb, get healed immediately, and you don't have to worry about anything. This was not a cleanup attack, so I didn't have the luxury of prior knowledge, but because I was prepared through scouting the base, I knew where the most likely location were for the giant bombs and the Teslas, and therefore I could choose where to pre-heal at more accurately. Our last attack today comes to us from Miguel, going up against AotR's number 6. He decided to use a quad Golaloon attack, meaning he's going to bring 4 lava hounds and 1 golem. The golem being used as part of this kill squad. He starts by sending in the golem close to the north, which is also close to the archer queen, and the golem acts as a tank for his wizards to create that perfect funnel for his royals to go in and act as a kill squad for the clan castle as well as for the archer queen. He drops a jump spell, but he drops it just a little too high. Again, literally just pixels away from being in the perfect place to allow the Barb King to jump the final wall and engage the enemy archer queen. Did Miguel quit because this attack didn't start as planned? No. Just at the last second, Miguel's Archer Queen takes down the enemy Archer Queen, and this attack is back on track for 3 stars. If you give up in situations like this, you might as well just quit playing Clash of Clans. Play the attack all the way through. Working in a clockwise motion, Miguel drops 1 lava hound, then a couple of balloons to surgically take out point defenses behind the hound. After a couple of loons, the next hound comes out, followed by a couple more loons. In between each hound and loon drop is a rage spell placed between the loons and the air defenses. This accelerates the balloons to a defensive structure to take it out faster, and then they can get onto the air defense as soon as possible. This army was perfect for this base because of the following reasons. Only 1 golem was needed to get the kill squad to the clan castle and archer queen because the archer queen was so close to the outside, and the golem jumping over the wall would act as a clan castle lure. Number 2, the kill squad was able to take out the air defense and process of taking out the enemy archer queen and clan castle, pulling double duty. 3, 4 lava hounds provided enough of a distraction for the loons to do their job. And number 4, the air defenses were rather close to the edge of the base. All things you should consider when deciding whether to Laloon or not Laloon. That is the question. This last video is just too funny not to show. Here we have hoopasaurusrex doing the strangest attack I've ever seen, a G-Wabar attack, where you use giants, wall breakers, archers, and that's it, really. He does bring one P.E.K.K.A. in the clan castle to act as this massive tank to go around the base, but the idea is fairly solid. You use your giants to act as a meat shield, while your archers go around and pick off all the outside buildings, working their way behind the meat shield. Use this strategy in farming. Would I use this in war? Not really, but hoopasaurusrex is a brave attacker, and he did end up getting the 3-star attack, so excellent job, Hoopasaurus. So, what did we learn today? We learned not to use net bases. You should know that by now if you've been watching our channel. Also, symmetrical bases are really easy for someone to come in and take out. Why? Because it doesn't really matter what side they come in from, it looks the same no matter which way you start. Large compartment bases means that they're going to be a golem-based attack, so create several smaller compartments to make a golem-based attack that much more challenging. Also, don't copy the base that someone else in your clan has. If you copy their base and someone else 3-stars the person you copied, that means that they now know how to 3-star your base as well. So get creative, change it up, make this base your own. We also saw that in a hog-based attack, you need to pre-heal where you think the giant bombs are going to be. Pre-healing means that your hogs are going to be at full health as they land on the giant bomb and then get healed up immediately so they don't get destroyed by other splash damage. And then finally we saw Miguel doing a quad Gololoon attack, which was perfect for that style of base because only one golem was needed and the 4 lava hounds provided enough of a distraction for all the balloons to go through and do the heavy lifting to destroy that base. Overall, we had some really nice attacks this war, although we just need to make sure we finish every attack. Don't give up. Even if it looks meek and bleak and just a complete disaster, finish your attack. Always strive for that 3-star victory. Don't settle for 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you didn't mind the little rant at the beginning. Please make sure you hit the like button and post a comment. We'd love to hear your comments about the video and what you'd like to see in future videos. Also, make sure you hit subscribe. This is Eureka Havoc from Mercs Legion helping you to clash without fear.